Hello and welcome to either a bonus content or episode 160 of the Warhammer podcast. I'm your host, Brad. This is my co-host, Eric.
How's it going?
And today we are doing a preview show live reaction thingy to the stream, and I'm going to stay up too late on a work night, but we're going to find out how future Brad deals with that tomorrow.
I mean, you were going to play Minecraft anyways. Let's be real.
I was hopefully going to go to bed like a responsible adult.
That was never going to happen. But this morning's you was like, I'm going to go to bed early so I don't screw up like last night. Just like last night was doing the same thing. That's how it always goes, man. And then you start up a new Minecraft server and you're like, I guess I'm going to bed at midnight.
So this is us live recording about 5 minutes before it's set to go live. They always have like a couple minute warm up at the start. I expect this to be about an hour long. We did get to see the preview thumbnail thing that the stream started with. So I see 1,000 Suns Automata. It's spoiled right there.
It's not even like the shadow.
No, it's literally, they threw a bunch of models in the thumb.
Yeah, I was like, are they gonna do the fucking Knights AdMech thing again? Be like, oh, it's the rainbow shadow. It's totally them.
Yeah, so if this is a big reveal show, then this is, I guess, an emergency early episode. Congrats. If it's not that huge, then it's free bonus content. Enjoy. We'll find out which it was.
Sounds good. So Adepticon previews are usually like one of the bigger ones for the year to really push the hype. Like last year was AOS's like 4th edition, Skaven, Spearhead, all that. And then 40k was Photon Jaeger's kill team. But like, we don't really have any expectations on this year, right?
No, there was some rumor we'd get a new Horus Heresy edition, but I don't know if it's going to be old world stuff instead or what, because I don't think Horus Heresy is even in this show, although they forgot it last time it was in there and that caused the AdMech issue.
Yeah. And like looking at this thumbnail.
Oh, is that thing in the middle the Kytt giant?
You think?
So this might be a big old world reveal show if they're showing off Kytt.
It does actually look like that a lot now that you say that.
I was looking at him like, what do I know this from? Yeah. That's the
it's
giant
got all
from Kytt.
The Jade Warrior styling.
Yeah. Okay, so that might be what this is actually going to have the big reveal be, is old world getting Kytt.
I mean, that is pretty cool. Not something that most of our audience is going to be particularly excited for.
Those 3 people who every couple weeks post, when are you covering old world? They'll be so excited.
I mean, honestly, Kytt's
neat. I like their aesthetic in Total War.
Yeah, it's just such a cool aesthetic, especially like in the universe with everything else going on. It's like, holy shit, yeah. I'm here for it.
I do really like the Space Wolfy guy to the left of it too, with the skull helmet.
Oh yeah,
the Khorne one just looks like a 8-pound.
It looks a lot like an 8-pound.
Then there's a servitor and what looks like it looks like a fancy Tyranid warrior. I don't see any wings coming off the side. I was kind of hoping it was a strike, but maybe it's just a generic Tyranid character. It's kind of nice for Tyranids to get something after the beginning of the edition. I don't know if this is going to be a kill team thing, but we'll find out.
It could be, because, well, like, the kill team last year was Gene Stealers, wasn't it, or something like that? It would make a lot of sense to do something for Tyranids.
Oh, it's starting. Commercial break in progress. Wow. God, I love Twitch.
So those elves actually look pretty solid, especially given it's old world.
I think these were one of the last things in old world, because it was like them and the first Skaven update in air quotes in like the 2000s. Now that does not look good. Holy shit, is that fine cast as fuck. Look at those dogs.
Old world has a few like really cool solid models, and then there's like everything else. The rest all fits together, which I guess is good.
Whoa, new Beastman. Oh wait, it's the exact same Beastman it's always been.
That's Kytt.
There it is.
That's cool.
Hey, and they actually got the voice actor from Total War.
Yeah, it sounds close enough that, sure. This is just the fucking Total War intro.
This is literally the Total War art.
I mean, it's great. I love it. It's great, but... I'm just like, I'm getting ready to set the advisor to stop talking.
Oh my god, if it's new ogres, it's gonna be so funny watching Halo later. Because Kytt has the ogre mercenaries they team up with. Oh, imagine if we got new ogres and they were old world.
All right. Ooh,
Oh yeah, these look pretty decent.
those look pretty good.
Yeah. These are good. Your opponent's going to be playing Old World and you're going to have an AOS army. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Those are definitely gonna. There's definitely a noticeable difference in quality. They're newer models. Grand Cathay is just super cool. Honestly, the Jade Warriors look good, but they're also not like super in detail kind of thing. You know, like
Yeah, they've got like the way their scale mail is done looks like
Yeah.
it won't look wildly out of place in Old World.
it won't be that embarrassing for your opponents, but like it's still, those are pretty nice. Oh, that is neat. Having the full squad be male or female heads, like auto included that you get to choose. Those are shockingly good horses for Old World.
Yes, compared to the other Old World horses, yeah.
Yeah, like they're obviously trying to stay in the style.
Yeah, because I actually think the horses from the refresh of the Cities of Sigmar was better, but
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. But I think these do a pretty good job.
I do love this artillery. This is awesome.
This artillery is legit. Okay, when you think of like the ancient Chinese style to artillery, you get like all the like dragon head iconography and all that stuff. Like it just pops into your mind, along with like the firework style rocket. This fucking nails it. Every bit of
does.
it is like, it hits perfect. Holy shit. I like the guy carrying stuff. I love those rockets, dude.
Yeah.
I think those are really cool rockets. Ooh. One of the stupidest designs ever. Let's put a hot air balloon up there.
It's got flappy wings. That way it can dodge.
I think they're cool, and
It's a movable sniper's perch, man.
this looks good. Now I'm just thinking like AdMech must be pretty disappointed with their tall leg boy. They could have had a balloon instead. Oh, there we go. This is what I was waiting for, the Sentinel close-up.
He's a great anime statue.
These look great.
They do.
I'm happy that they put proper detail into a model that's that big. There's obviously stylized for Old World, but nah, this is cool.
I love the dragon horse.
I'm less excited by that.
Really?
The scales at that size don't really, I don't know, they don't really work for me at the face area.
So, did one of the siblings fuck a horse to make the dragon horse? These are the real questions. And the rider is dragon-blooded, so therefore it might be like a distant cousin
It's a very tight-knit bond that they form.
riding your cousin.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're from Cathay, not Alabama.
Oh no, they're adding the yin and yang stuff in there. Oh, okay. Miao Ying.
Yeah, she looks great. Damn.
That is pretty cool.
Put her next to the black dragon from the other Old World model range. The one from like 1992. It's like the letter S with teeth. Looks like Trogdor.
Yes.
They're all plastic. Oh my god, my opinion has skyrocketed. Alright, if you're getting into Old World, Poor Hammer approves of you playing Cathay.
I mean, that is actually interesting from a like kit bashing bits perspective, because it adds a whole bunch of like, you know, different iconography and stuff.
Damn, you're right, because that actually means if you're playing like cities in AOS, you could do a lot of crossing stuff over to get some flavor to your custom city.
Yeah, that is like, that's actually big for kit bashing and not just Old World, but good news for Old World as well.
This is the kill team thing.
Necromunda?
Oh, maybe it's Necromunda actually. No, this looks like it has budget. It's not Necromunda.
I don't know, the light flicked out, so the budget had to go somewhere.
They're new Reavers or whatever they're called. Raveners, that's what they're called.
This is going to be the most fucking expensive servers ever. As much as like the smoke is a cool effect, I fucking hate that they sit for so long on it. And it's just like, dude, that's a fine promo shot, but like get to the actual model. Or are you worried that we're going to think it's dumb? I like the head bug.
I actually like these. They're really different. I really hope that you can build them as whole, that it's not like a one of each. I know it's Kill Team, so it will be that in Kill Team, but
Yeah, I was like, that's how it's going to be. It's just whether they're split up in ways that make it easy to manipulate.
oh, there's a lot of, holy shit. You joked that it was going to be expensive. These are going to be the cheapest servitors ever. That's a shitload.
Wow.
Our buddy who plays AdMech is going to be so pissed he has another fucking character.
Yeah.
He has so many different characters.
I mean, they have to. They only cost 30 points. I kind of hate that gun on the dude. Doesn't look
It
AdMech.
looks exactly like the old servitor's gun. I'm sure if they changed it, you'd have boomers bitching up a fit that it looked different than the old stupid one.
That is actually a lot of models for AdMech Kill Team. So, that is nice.
Yeah, this seems like a solid 2 kits then.
Just some cute Harmagons as well.
Yeah, those are just the normal ones, but they're painted really nice for this. Oh, the terrain was Kill Team terrain. That makes so much sense. Everyone's like, why are we getting Tyranid terrain?
It's 40k getting the AOS treatment on that one. The preview one looked kind of dumb on its own with the rest of them there. It's a nice thematic.
It's also nice because it means if you pick this up because you have Tyranids, the terrain will look nice when you take army shots or set it up as like just extra bits on the board.
Yeah.
So that you get a little bit of flavor to your board that it's a Tyranid invasion. I like it. Okay, new Spearhead boxes. Nice.
Yeah.
I get that it's the point, and I appreciate Spearhead a lot, but the very basic terrain always feels so tacked on. Like, I get it. We've played it. I understand that you need the very little terrain just to make people feel in the game, and it's not really doing anything.
You need terrain of some type when it's these types of games. But yeah, these are very sad.
I'm actually like half excited for this just because I've really liked Spearhead a lot. It's nice having a light game that doesn't feel like shit.
That's true, yeah. It would be nice if they had showed a little bit more of what was actually in there other than the
one promo shot that's probably from the instruction manual.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because this is one of the things I hope does not happen to Spearhead. This looks like the centerpiece-less combat patrols where like you've got nothing big or interesting going on. They took the dinosaur out. As long as these are bonus options, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like if it's an additional option of like one option has big dinosaur, other option doesn't have big dinosaur but has more stuff.
Yeah, especially because as we found out when we were playing a lot of it, the Scarvet sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Ossiarch one looks extremely elite, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Time for the new General's Handbook for the year.
It's unique now. Instead of a book, you get a box.
I'm sure everyone's going to be annoyed because they'll up the price $10 for a fucking rule book you didn't want to buy in the first place because it's outdated when it's printed.
Yeah, okay, 40k, new mission deck. It's cool.
Sure. So they didn't give these a name this time. That's weird.
That's fascinating they say it. Yeah, it's just 2025-26. I like this. I like the asymmetric. Very cool.
Oh, the tourney players will be bitching about that until they play it. No secret mission. What?
Oh, okay.
Oh, this works like the old, like, 8th edition
Yeah.
Tempest of War type thing that 9th edition then did a thing of. Actually, this is kind of how Spearhead works.
Kind of, I guess, but like the asymmetric nature.
No, I'm saying the Spearhead with your secondary is also an extra strat.
Yeah. They're just gonna get a new hero. That's it.
We knew they would announce something if it was going to be big already.
I mean, yeah, but like, oh.
See you in another 3 years, boys.
Holy shit, does that not feel amazing?
You're still a 3-unit army.
Cool character.
Yeah, the character is cool. I'm not the biggest fan of 8-bound in general. The character looks neat. I like him better than the normal 8-bound.
Well, yeah, I mean, absolutely. He's cool, but dude, the army needs so much more.
Oh, and they just said there was a way to make your demons get led by your mortal because there's no demon character other than a fine cast one, and there's no mortal unit because they didn't invest it all in corn. Karen X coming back, baby! I just spiked the fuck out of my mic. Karen X coming back! I do like this model more now that we've seen it from multiple angles, but I still I'm like, the 45th Death Guard character has hit the Pentagon.
And it's just like, it does a better job than original, but it still just doesn't feel quite up to Death Guard.
They're so weird looking. I kind of love them. Very weird. Not a fan of the gun arm yet. I don't like the just two, like the cannon arm tied to the side. I want it like on a movable limb. Oh, I can already see how I can do it though. Okay.
I'm trying to decide if I like the wing missiles or not.
The wing missiles I love because that's just what SOTs have anyway.
I think I do like it on that model.
It is weird how different they're painted up. You can have a robot heavy force with our 2 robots.
I mean... It's a lot of the units in the army.
Our 2 out of 5 units, baby.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be buying a bunch of those, and then oh fuck, I have to paint more Thousand Sons. I don't hate the idea of these like mega pack collector things. If the rules were just digital and free, I'd probably be the dumb fuck buying this every time.
I mean, at least try, yeah.
Oh my god, if you buy all 4 fucking armies, you get a single medallion thing.
Still not as cool as Exodia.
They're not redone. Oh my god, they didn't redo Grey Knights. Oh my god.
End me now.
Holy shit. Oh my god, they didn't redo Grey Knights. Oh, the Dread Knight has a slight update. He has a different hammer that's now a mace, and he has a quad flamer, it looks like. I didn't even realize it was new at first.
Nah, it was noticeable. I just don't care.
I mean, we have the printed ones that look way better, where he's like inside the knight.
Yeah, I think that honestly, like, it looks solid, and then you realize that it's still a baby carrier, and like the only thing that's fun about the baby carrier is like the meme value. Like, it's so silly, it wraps around and is kind of cool again.
It blows my mind you didn't get new Terminators. I can't get over this fact. This is the Terminator edition. You're the fucking Terminator army.
You would think so. We're also the Psychic army, though.
Why has he got such a tiny dick sword?
It's like Keldor Draco's sword. It always fucking breaks.
It's just his broken ass sword.
It's canon now.
If you ever need proof that Grey Knights is not a Space Marine army, like I know people are like, but they're literally Space Marines. Yeah, no, they're not a Space Marine army. Here's your proof. Grey Knights are like honorary chaos. You stand in the background while the Space Marines get something new every week.
And then when you think you're going to get something, you're just going to get a new model for something that has existed forever, that you've just kit-bashed or made whatever changes, and you don't actually need it anymore.
They're only making the update because they realized how many times that STL sold, and they're so fucking mad about it.
Crusade's cool.
Sure. We're so late in the edition, and like half the armies we have don't have Crusade rules yet. They just used you to show how much of Space Wolves they're updating. Fuck off. It's all new, baby. The whole fucking Space Wolf range. Our buddy's gonna kill himself. He just finished his army. I love this. Oh, I actually like that cover for Thousand Suns. I want to see it again. God, that's so embarrassing.
I'm happy for them.
You're happy.
They had a bunch of models that needed updates, all right?
They had models that were 7 years newer than your models.
They were still fucking awful, though. So
the wolves look good.
I know that there were some people saying that, like, oh, Russ was going to be, and I was like...
No, it's too early to have Russ. I'm not saying he's not next, but I'm saying it's too early for another Loyalist Primarch.
I had an immediate concern of, like, they showed off some of that right after, like, you know, Grey Knights, then showing off the Space Wolves new stuff, and I was like, if they get a Primarch, dude, I'm going to be fucking livid right now.
So we're all getting together and pooling together money to buy like 2 copies of this to give to our buddy, right?
Absolutely.
Because he's going to be so fucking mad.
At worst, it's a Christmas gift.
So how many of these are just painted intercessors?
The Wolfguard Battle Leader. It's a lieutenant.
It's a new lieutenant. Everyone go post on the episode. Holy shit, it really is. We got a lieutenant reveal. It's the perfect future.
It's the perfect future.
Like, it's not even Phobos. It looks like Tacticus armor.
That isn't Phobos, but...
It's not as light as Phobos, and he was just bragging about it being lighter than normal, and I'm like, is that just a reason why they have an 8-inch move? They're faster than other space... Yeah, it's literally gonna be... They look the same as a Space Marine, but they move better.
I mean, they all look good. Perfectly Space Marined.
I need someone whose special knowledge base is the Primaris range, and they can tell me exactly what's new here. Because, God, this just looks like intercessors. Also the one ugly pig snout head. Like cool new Primaris helmets and then the ugly old pig snorting face. Oh, so these aren't just Fenrisian Wolf replacements. They probably are killing the Fenrisian Wolf as a unit and making it where you can't just take them. Okay, so there's at least one new unit, and the other 2 are intercessors, but you call them the Space Wolf name.
Those look good.
These look great. So these are basically their custom equivalent of Bladeguard vets.
They did a good job of, like, having uniqueness without, like, going too far, essentially. Like that one model. Yeah, it's just great. great.
I don't think this is bad. I'm only laughing because of how stupid the priorities was.
It does lead some evidence to Russ coming back in the near-ish future.
Yeah, like sometime 11th.
Probably not early 11th, but like...
No, it'll be like where the end of 9th, the big like make everyone come back for the end of 9th was bringing back a Primarch.
Yeah, and I could absolutely see Russ being the next one with this as like the initial lead up to it. They do realize that they can, like, as the Twitch channel, type in chat and answer stuff.
To just skip some stuff.
And, like, they don't have to constantly bring up, like, I don't know, whatever. They're just wasting time, essentially. Don't you love that they're calling in the title the Codex for Khorne, showing Codex World Leaders?
You know, maybe this is a sign that they're apologizing. Maybe cope. Give me that copium. I need a lethal dose. Okay, one of our patrons just made the realization that just pissed me off.
What?
Reminder, this is advertised as the Year of Chaos. The year in which they killed Chaos Demons as a codex, and Death Guard, World Eaters, and Thousand Suns each get one new model.
Yeah.
Look, I expect you and I, as fans of Psychic in this edition, we're never going to get a good codex.
No.
These are going to be, please, for the love of God, can we get to 11th edition faster? At least my robot will be able to cast gun.
It's got a big gun on its arm.
It's got a big gun to cast.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, I now see that Bricky changed our chat to Karanak is back.
Yeah. Immediate. It was immediate. As you were like, Karanak is back. He made that change.
If I knew he was going to be sitting there shit posting in his underwear, he could have at least joined us for a live episode.
So yeah, I mean, this was really like old world, big news. They got elves and beastmen, and then massive Cathay.
Yeah, Cathay was huge. I feel like Cathay being so early made it kind of get forgotten in the infinite 40k stuff, but that is massive.
It's really cool too. It looks like they did a fantastic job of it.
Yeah. Then we got the
Kill team.
Yeah, the kill team, which I like the Tyranid half. The AdMech part is whatever. It's servitors and one new character. Spearhead update for AOS is whatever. New AOS and 40k edition for the year, sure. Or not edition, but competitive play update.
I like the Spearhead change.
Yeah, updating Spearhead is nice. I enjoy that they're constantly doing that. I think Spearhead is the big win of AOS.
It'll still be one of those to keep an eye on to see if they fucking kneecap it like the boarding patrol. But
so, okay, I can now see the covers for the 40k codices. Let's see. World Eaters, okay, it's fine.
When it comes to World Eaters, as much as it's, you know, like the generic format essentially, World Eaters works.
This Death Guard art is sick as fuck. I am liking the typhus with the purpley background to offset him. Got the stink going on, his living hive bullshit going on. That's sick. Okay, the Thousand Suns Codex art. He's just flying. He's the poop trail guy when you build the Exalted Sorcerers.
Yeah, I just opened up the actual link. When I saw it, I was like, oh, it's just do it on disc, right?
No, I like this art too. Thousand Sun art has been going hard. We've had so many good ones in a row now.
Yeah.
All right, so I need to see different paint jobs on these robots. I'm not digging the default. However, like just trying to like grayscale it in my mind and imagine it in different colors. The general shape I like because it's got robo legs, big bulky body like a Terminator. You've got your two big fins on top. That's fine. I like the arms. I hate the lasgun arm. That's not an arm, you know? What I think I'll do is, obviously there's a left arm and a right arm because you can see it on those two robots. I think I will chop off at the elbow and put the double las as like a double barrel shotgun coming off the elbow, and I think that will improve it a lot.
Yeah, the gun attached to shoulders always a little like bleh.
It's defeating the purpose of having an arm.
A little bit.
It could have just come out of the chest.
Yeah, but it should be doable. The only real like concern I have for paint schemes is in that one picture, the back is just...
Man, the back looks terrible.
Is just so fucking bland.
What the fuck? They like gave up on the back.
It looks utilitarian, which is not like Thousand Suns.
It's not even that it looks utilitarian. It's so basic. There's not even like, there's no detail. It's just random polygons. That's weird.
I mean, detail is just random polygons, but like, I understand what you're saying.
No, I'm saying like, it's like 12 polygons.
I think that's where you're going to have troubles with the paint scheme. The rest of it, I think you can do a bunch of stuff.
We'll see. My Thousand Suns aren't exactly the epitome of art as much as I enjoy them, so I'm not overly concerned. It definitely has all of the chaos trim, like you can see it all. I wonder if part of this was them trying to like test schemes that are less horrendous on chaos, because you can see like that you could contrast paint this with like a beige contrast paint of some type. I wonder if they're just trying to find ones that will get chaos less memed on for new players trying to paint.
Sure, but word of advice, if you're going to try and do something like that, don't choose a white.
No, with contrast paint it doesn't matter, because that would just be a bone contrast paint.
It's not a good idea, man.
It would be fine.
Not with GW's paint.
No. Contrast paint's great. You don't know how to paint. You're not the one to give advice.
Sure.
I expect that would be fine with contrast paint. My problem is just, I get the idea of the paint job is to do very little in most places, and then they spend 14 hours doing the 3 big panels of the blue and yellows. I just don't like how it turned out. I feel like a classic Thousand Sun scheme might just look better here. I don't know. The paint scheme's not the important part. The robot looks pretty good. I was expecting it to be like Dreadnought size when everyone was talking about the Autonoma. Like in my head, I was thinking more like our Psychic Dreads from 30k, or like Admech Autonoma in 30k that are like Castellan.
Right. I think I like this look better for Thousand Suns though.
It's fine. It's weird that they're 2. It's such a strange number. Like usually an elite unit would be in 3s, or you go elite enough that it's just 1. Usually 2 only happens if you can like build a leader out of a 3 kit.
Now there's a decent number of them now that are 1 or 2 that you can take.
Can you name any?
Not off the top of my fucking head, no.
I'm just trying to think of anything that's a 2 unit or 2 model unit. I like them. I don't love them. Solid 8 out of 10. I'll take it. We just needed variety. I'll take all the variety I can get right now.
Yeah.
I'm interested in the options these will have. If this is literally like one guy has 1 arm and 1 las gun and one guy has the other arm and 1 las gun, or if this is showing off 2 varieties you can build, or if you can go double arm, no las gun. I want to see more detail. So I feel like that could drastically improve my thoughts on the kit.
Well, unlike any of those are possibilities.
Yeah, it could be these are 5 pieces you snap together in like an easy to build and this is it, chief. See you in 6 years when you get another model. I think chaos wise, I had low expectations. So I'm not that mad with anything in chaos. I think this is all like as much as we could have hoped for. I'll take it all. It's so fucking depressing at this point with Khorne. World Eaters being a 3 model army is just so...
Thousand Suns was like, you weren't going to be getting that much, realistically, this edition. Death Guard's in a fine spot, so like, this is okay.
Thousand Suns and Death Guard, I expected nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, if we get our token character for the edition, whatever.
Yeah, and that'll work, but fucking World Eaters got shafted, because they need, like, that faction legitimately needs.
They don't have the Red Butchers. They don't have the Terminators. That is like the first thing if you ask people what they think of with Khorne. It's like Berserkers and the Red Butchers. And it's like, the Red Butchers still don't exist in the fucking Codex, where they're one of 2 units people can name. It's weird how minimal it is. They never gave a unit for people riding Juggernaut so you could have a full mortal squad. Instead, they were like, fuck it, we've got demons without a leader and a mortal without a squad. Just fucking make it so they work together.
Yeah.
Don't invest in Khorne. Khorne stonks down. 1980s were 40 years ago. Also, by the way, we're unlegendsing Karanak with the Codex release. That was our bad or whatever.
It was just like saying so, because it's not news other than the fact that they fucked up and actually got called out enough that they realized.
It would be way funnier if they had tried to Legends a Slaanesh unit and they just got the name wrong and slapped Karanak to Legends. And then the Warcom guys just put the pictures of Karanak. I wonder if there's supposed to be a different Slaanesh unit that got Legends that didn't get Legends because they accidentally slapped Karanak instead.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what that could be.
I don't know, but my head is going there now of like, was someone else supposed to be dead?
Someone else supposed to be dead.
Yeah, Death Guard, Thousand Suns happy though. So happy on the Chaos front. So Space Wolves wise, this is impressive. It's huge. It's more than I was expecting we'd see for them. We've talked about how they might update Space Wolves. I figured it'd be like a sprinkling of like 2-3 kits and they'd move on.
Yeah, like 1 or 2 characters and then like a normal unit kit, something.
Yeah, and then like finish it next edition.
And then, yeah, you continue to do it a couple times and like, yeah, this is pretty good.
And it's like super out of left field to be doing like the whole fucking thing, which absolutely points to Russ is next for sure. Okay, got it.
Well, and they said there's even more. Like, this isn't it. They were teasing more coming.
Yeah. We'll see what we end up getting. I still would not get your hopes up for seeing Russ this edition when they've done literally nothing with the last Primarch they brought back.
It would be a massive miss if they did it in this edition. It just doesn't make sense to do it at this point. Unless they're going to extend to the edition.
No. This is Eric's mental illness. Don't listen to him right now. There is nothing to make us think that you're not getting a new edition in 12 months.
I'm literally just saying, if it didn't happen, like from a monetary aspect, they could be like, we could make it up from leasing a Primarch. Not saying it's going to fucking happen. I do enjoy that they got Wolfguard Battle Leader. Hey, got another lieutenant.
I like their Blade Guard vet dudes with the axes. The helmets look great.
What were they called? The head takers?
Yeah, so they look sick. The lieutenant looks pretty good. Definitely sculpt him with the hammer. It looks so much better than the sword.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Holy shit, keep the helmet on the Wolf Priest. Those are some ugly ass heads. That one is literally a Votan head. We just painted that head. Okay, you might have actually been right, Eric. That might be a Votan in between the two Space Marines because the wrist thing looks like a Votan wrist thing. It's a slightly bulkier, rounder armor. So that might be Votan. So it's literally where the fuck is Drukhari and why are we getting Space Marines?
But like at least Votan, maybe.
Yeah. So after our last reveal show, people pointed out there were rumors that we were getting a Space Marine Codex 2 that was going to have a new character for each of the Codex compliant chapters. When there was just the Salamander picture, I was like, believable, that must be the cover for Codex 2. Now there's 2 pictures.
Nah, they're separate factions.
If they're fully fucking making 47 Space Marine factions in this game, I'm going to scream. We have too many of these fucking things. We need variety, not the 400th generic Space Marine that's just painted different. This goes right back to the problems we used to have of people yelling at people for painting their fucking models the wrong color for what they want to be.
Yeah, I don't know. It's okay to enjoy it if that's the faction that you are excited for, but...
Look, you can love any chapter you want. You can love the shittiest stuff like Imperial Fists. You have to understand they're not a faction. You are a sub-faction of Space Marines. Making them full factions is a huge fucking mistake. Jesus Christ. We're going to end up with half of all detachments in the game being a Space Marine detachment. It's not an exaggeration. We may reach that point if there is one for each of these Codex compliant chapters.
Yeah, it's very possible. Especially because, well, I mean, I guess all the Chaos ones there's 4 from the soup there, and maybe, I don't know. It depends on if those, like if Salamanders is going to get 6 detachments, or are they going to get 4?
And I'm so torn on this, because on the one hand, I'm like, they should get the one they already have, and that's it. On the other hand, if you release a codex for the fuckers and it's got 3 detachments, I'll scream that you released a codex with 3 detachments.
No, absolutely. Custodes was unacceptable.
Tau was also unacceptable. To be honest, this World Eaters is unacceptable at 5, but we've reached a point where we're so beaten at this point that the goalposts have moved on us.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's chaos. Okay. So like, yeah, even if like, yeah, we might not be super excited about those, they still need to be fully fledged codexes if you're going to release it as a codex.
How fucking half-baked is Grey Knights this edition? Oh, you know what? It's because it's technically they considered a new model. I was just looking and the up next shows codex arts and then a fucking Grey Knight model. And I was like, do they not have an art for the codex like pinned down yet? But I just realized it's because they're showing off the new models.
Yeah.
And the decades old model is the new model.
The decade. The Grandmaster Nemdread is an upgrade.
It's better than it was.
Yeah, but in a way, I kind of hate it for that.
You only loved it ironically.
That's why I enjoy the original Nemdread. Is like, this is so fucking stupid to be in your normal Space Marine armor and not go, I need more additional armor in this giant mech suit. And then you see him and he's like, let me just take my helmet off.
I want the mech suit to protect only my ass cheeks.
I don't know, man. It is a cooler looking model, which makes it that much stupider.
If you go to the Crusade tab thing, the Crusade article, you can see a picture of the models fighting each other, and the Grey Knights are shorter than the fucking Berserkers, and the Grey Knights are in Terminator armor. They have the world's smallest Terminator armor.
Yeah.
Are they smaller than Jackals, the cultist equivalent?
No.
It's close.
They're bigger than that, but height-wise, they're probably pretty close, yeah, in a disappointing way.
Damn, looking at the new guy there in the center of that shot and like moving your eyes over to like a Forge Fiend or something that I know the size of, he's a big lad. He's big, like near Demon Prince sized.
No.
Yeah, he's not like full Demon Prince size, but he's like 80% there. Core body, not wings.
Oh, okay.
He's chunky. That's cool. I like the new character for World Eaters. I just...
We're just missing 3 other units. And then to continue doing that a several
I was going to
times.
say, we're missing more than 3, but yeah, we'll settle for 3. Is the chaos like, please, I'll meet you a quarter of the way. Please, sir, a crumb.
Yeah, just the breadcrumbs.
The Space Wolves player has 45 new units coming.
Yeah, that's massive news for Space Wolves.
I am interested if people are going to find out. They'll do the like side-by-sides and be like, this kit is going to be the Assault Intercessor kit with new torsos. Like, is that all it is? Because like, I can't tell with how they change things with these.
Yeah, no, especially because like there's no easy picture of like, you know, next to each other for like comparison. Then it'd be like, oh yeah, I could tell.
I'll wait for the Reddit post to tell me like, hey, look, it's literally these 2 kits redone.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell they've got unique chest pieces with the wolf iconography and a couple shoulder pads with a rune on it, sculpted on. But the vast majority is generic shit. Actually, I'm seeing a couple, let me check. Okay, I see sculpted runes on the shin pads. So these might be fully unique. I mean, they are just Assault Intercessors, but they might be a fully unique kit.
I was gonna say, I understand that they very possibly are like unique sculpts, but like they're also just Assault Intercessors that look slightly different.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's a great kit. It looks cool.
So we've got 4 codices coming out by summer, more or less, we'll call it.
That is what I would expect, but I don't know for certain.
Yeah. Then we've got the 4 coming out, I'm going to say, over summer. And then the last stuff here is for the fall, and the last codex then is Drukhari, because Demons isn't getting one, as the article said.
Yeah, there isn't anything. It's just Drukhari then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no other faction missing at this point, so...
Like, the fact that you wouldn't just put that in and just show 4 things.
I'm wondering...
Or do you just not know what to do with Drukhari yet?
Okay, so there's a couple possibilities. 1, Drukhari is going to get the guard treatment from last edition, where we will get a new army like Dark Mech or something before we see Drukhari with 2 months left before the new edition. Or Drukhari's literally not getting a codex and is the launch. Like they were like, fuck it, we're not doing a codex 3 minutes before we do the codex.
I don't see that happening.
If they're the little brother army for next edition, do they just go, here's 2 random more indexed attachments, have fun, play with this until you get to buy, you know, your new shiny updated range next year?
Nah, you don't miss out on being able to sell that special book in the box.
I guess you're right. There's no reason not to just make money off an extra book. So my guess is the reason Drukhari aren't there is because there's the secret Drukhari are not next in line after what's revealed here.
That is the disappointing timeline.
That's what it'll be, is we're going to get Dark Mech with 3 models. That'll be the whole faction for the rest of forever because they're chaos.
They might get a character every 5 years.
45 new Space Marine units will be printed for Space Marines. Not updating Grey Knights in the Terminator edition is just, it's in my head. I'm screaming internally in my soul. I can't get over it.
Well, especially because, like, you know, the whole year of chaos. So, like, if you're going to do Space Marine stuff, you do, like, the Chaos Hunter. Like... Like, you get those demon hunters out there and like actually update them.
What if the Year of Chaos was them taking the piss, knowing it was Space Wolves, and this is just your classic Thousand Suns humor of Space Wolves are Chaos worshippers and don't know it?
The biggest of brain plays. Yeah, I could see it.
This is a pretty good update. I did not expect as much as we got. I am shocked with how much was here.
I am as well, especially the old world.
Yeah, because I keep on being like, this is a good amount of stuff in 40k, and then I'm like, oh right, we got a kill team in addition and all of Cathay.
Yeah, like AOS is the loser here.
Yeah.
It's still fine. It's whatever. Last year, you were AOS.
Exactly. AOS this year is the same as it was last year for 40k, where it's like, here's your upcoming books. Shut up.
Yeah, the old world one. That's cool. So
yeah,
it was a good set of. I don't know, man. I'm trying to be fucking positive, all right? I'm trying to be fucking positive here.
Air's got to be positive until the episode ends and he can just scream, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, you got done so dirty. I can't even begin to describe how fucked that is.
Yep.
The addition of the Terminator. So Grey Knights is getting an update, right? Who the fuck are the Grey Knights? Is that a Space Wolf successor chapter?
Oh.
Would you like to see the new Dark Angels we just sculpted for $45 billion? We're expected to make a 300% profit off it.
Yeah. That's the thing that really gets me is you only have to really do one sculpt with the Terminators and then like an upgrade sprue kind of thing, and you get the Paladins. And that's it. Like, you do that. You can
even keep the Strikes still looking like shit.
And the Grey Knights are fucking happy. Like, we would be like, oh, it would be nice if Psychic was good. It would be also nice if we got more units. But like, hey, our Terminators are big again. like we got great Terminators again. Let's go. No dev time for that.
It's such a weird miss. Everything else, I get it. I'm happy for the most part. The things I'm disappointed in, I knew I would be years ago.
Yeah.
It's how 40k be, but the Grey Knight one is what the fuck? Like, I would cope and say, like, no, this just isn't your reveal show, except they showed off the Grey Knights and we're proud of it, and it was still the old shitty models.
Dude, imagine if the Grandmaster in Nemdread was like a completely different sculpt, wasn't a baby carrier. Imagine if that happened. That would be fucking cool. That'd be like, holy shit. Okay, we're not getting our updates right now, but clearly somebody on the dev team is like, we're making changes to Grey Knights, all right? I'm gonna push this to be happening. It'd be a new direction for Grey Knights.
Bigger, grayer knights.
Bigger hammers.
Well, this one's like a mace thing. And actually, it looks like it's got a flail.
I couldn't really tell. Kind of, maybe?
Oh, in the Crusade article, it shows your Codex cover. It's okay. It's fine. It's way better than some of the bad ones we've had, so.
It's perfectly fine.
Dude, look at the pink horror on your Codex cover and how it's a horror.
Yeah.
Wild.
Wild.
Imagine if pink horrors were actually scary. Calling them horrors makes you realize how easily afraid people in 40k must be when it's like this dopey cartoon character from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, but like, you gotta remember, they're not as scared of that as they are of the Inquisition coming afterwards.
That's why they're the horrors. They're the implication.
Yeah. It's just like Scooby-Doo with the implications.
All right. I think we've got enough here that we've decided was worthy of talking about. The most important of which is Karanak is not going to Legends. They found him.
Should have just gone.
But I'm going to say this is the episode for next week. So you got it early. Congratulations. We're going to go work on several upcoming episodes that are pretty heavyweight. So if you're sad this is a little bit low effort, there's some high effort stuff coming. Don't you worry.
It's usually how it goes.
It do be like that. But on that note, it's time for us to get out of here.
Sounds good.